Today I'm going to do Braxton's Family Values, Season 3, Episode 18. It wasn't a whole lot to this episode, but it was some things that I really want to talk about because Tawanda got on my damn nerves this episode. I'm just saying. Tawanda is not going to be the fan favorite this season whatsoever. We have been like 3 or 4 episodes in, and every episode is something that she's pissing people off about. So, sorry, Tawanda, but they showing you in a very, very bad light. I don't know if you wanted a storyline this season, but it was a very, very bad one. So it starts off with her coming home from the tour. Andre and the kids are there. She's thanking him for, being there with the kids. He's basically like, they just basically talking about the tour. It really wasn't nothing to their conversation. He wants help now that she's back at home. She wants him to cook. Basically, that was it. He won't help with the homework with the kids. Tony and Tracy, they're at the house talking. I think they're at Tony's house because Tracy is in LA to help find a gift for Tawanda's birthday party. So they're talking about the tour and and the album with Babyface. And Tony feels like because it's Babyface, she don't be able to have that say so when she kind of go in the studio. She has to wait on him because he's a perfectionist, she's a perfectionist, but that's Babyface, so she got to kind of wait on him. So that's kind of frustrating to her. So then they talk about going to get Tawanda a gift. Tracy was she was like, Tony was like, isn't you singing for her party? She was like, no, I thought we were doing this dance as sisters. So they supposed to do I think the theme of School Days. So then they start talking about gifts, talking about earrings. Tracy was like, let's do our favorite TV show. Me and Tony was like, what we gonna do? What favorite TV show? How's that supposed to happen? Tracy's like, why is y'all asking me? Y'all know I'm bad with gifts. I gave Mama Braxton a fucked up gift with the doggy shit. What was that, season 1 or 2? So y'all know I'm bad with this shit. So why would y'all ask me to do the gift shopping? But she willing to do it, so hey, can't be mad at her on that. So then they was talking about just getting something from her childhood. Tony was like, just get something simple, but something forever that she can keep. So then we have Tawanda and Trina. I think they was at Trina's house. Yeah, they was at Trina's house cooking some crab legs. That shit was looking good, but I don't know if I would have ate them because neither one of them know what they was doing in the kitchen. They didn't know if that shit was done or not done, or I don't know, but that shit they was cooking. So then they started talking about Tawanda's 40th birthday party and how she was happy about the School Days theme, how they was gonna react a little scene where they was doing, I think they was like in a beauty salon and they was singing back and forth. You know that part. If you're too young to know about School Days, go check it out because great movie about Spike Lee. Great movie. So then Trina started talking about her booty got. And Tawanda was like, girl, you need to learn how to embrace your booty, having a big booty. So then they start twerking and all that kind of booty bouncing and stuff. I was here for it. I was laughing because I was like, it's a good interaction with the sisters without them arguing. So anyway, Trina and Gabe and the kids, they're at the house. They're talking about the tour. She wants to thank Gabe for watching the kids. So her little son ended up going upstairs or whatever. So then they started talking about that, and then she was like, I thank you for watching the kids. He was like, well, cause yeah, I could have been out partying, and she felt some kind of way about that, and I was like, yeah, Trina, he could have been. The shit that y'all going through, he could have been an asshole dad and been like, no, you find a babysitter the best way you can. I ain't fucking with you. You going out there to party, I'm going out there to party. But he didn't. He watched his kids. So you should be grateful for that and just be like, okay, yeah, you're right. Instead of y'all going through this messy ass divorce, at least y'all trying to go through it civil. So Trina kind of rubs me the wrong way when it comes to Gabe because she wants what she wants, but she wants to give this man a divorce. And it doesn't work like that. So then they start talking about her company, Gabe helping her company, the Bar Chick company. She has like a bar company or whatever. And he's basically, they talking about Tawanda's party. He wants to know the budget for Tawanda's party. She is just like, how you gonna ask? And he just, he's helping her, but she doesn't want to give him any information about it. She doesn't want to talk over finances with Gabe about it, but you want his help. And Gabe was like, if we wasn't married, you would be paying me way more than, if I was any other regular person, you would be paying me way more for the service that I do. So why are you tripping? She felt some kind of way, but I was on Gabe's side with this. Like, regardless if you guys are married or going through a divorce, this is still business. And Gabe, from Gabe, been about business, and y'all know he's been about business. Your fucking sisters don't like him, so why not charge them? Why do some shit for them for free when they don't like him? I don't understand that logic. No, he's not helping you because y'all are not together. So, yeah, he just want his proportion. She was like, I gave you my proportion when I slept with you for 13 years. And he was like, I gave it back. She was like, sometime. I was like, you're kind of acting childish, Trina. Like you, but you're kind of acting childish. So then you have Tawanda. She's talking to her team about her birthday party. Her party planner was like, well, do you want the bad news first? She was like, the budget have almost tripled, and we haven't got the information from the Bar S company, Trina's team. So Tawanda started feeling some kind of way about that. They spelled her name on the school crest thing wrong, so she kind of felt some kind of way about that. But her main concern was her issue with Trina's team. So she was like, me and Trina's going to have a talk. So I was like, okay, whatever. Then Trina and Tamar, they're walking into this high school, and they hear this girl singing, I think, the Star Spangled Banner. And I guess her notes rubbed Tamar the wrong way because Tamar corrected the girl. I was like, girl, could you have felt salty if she would have came on camera with him like, boo-boo, don't try to check me when sometime your singing ain't all the way right. Just saying. Love you, Tamar, but to just put that girl on blast like that was kind of salty. I'm just saying. So, anyway, thank you for helping her, but I'm just saying. They go in there and they talking to the party planner. The party planner is telling them how they need to paint. They see this thing say TU. They don't understand what it's for. They not understanding this for Tawanda University, how they doing the thing, school days theme and all that kind of stuff. The sisters just like, we are not painting. So then Tamar ended up coming or whatever. I mean, Tawanda ended up coming. You could tell the tension between Tawanda and Tamar or whatever. But Tawanda is acting like such a bridezilla that nobody can deal right now. Not even me watching this shit was able for me to deal with her. Because I was just like, really? Really? Girl, you better get your ass over there and paint that shit yourself. Because y'all know Trina, maybe if Tamar wasn't there, she would have helped. But Tamar, it wasn't for the paint. I don't care what nobody say. I don't see it happening. So then after all of that, Tawanda, Trina, and Tracy, they have lunch. And Tawanda is basically telling her how she's upset about chicks not getting no info to her. She, with the sponsors and all that. Trina is apologetic because she felt like, yes, when she was on tour, her team wasn't getting back to her the way that they were supposed to. This won't happen again. And all this kind of stuff. Then Trina brings up Gabe asking about the budget. Tawanda immediately gets pissed off. Was like, I don't want him to know nothing about my party. All this kind of stuff. And I'm like, but this is business. This is not personal. This is business. And if he works for Trina and he's doing the accounts, why wouldn't he ask what the budget is so he can make sure that things are set up right? Make sure he's doing his damn job. So I don't get why Tawanda was so salty about that. First of all, you was mad when everybody was doing this shit to Andre and treating him like shit. So all of a sudden now you mad and want to treat Gabe like shit. Everybody knew Gabe was a cheater. Y'all forgave this motherfucker. Now all of a sudden that she filed the papers, y'all want to treat him like asshole? We been knew that. Y'all should have been treating him like that. So anyway, she talking about, I don't want to talk to you no more, Trina. And then Trina was like, shut up. You were just talking to me. You just told me you didn't want to talk to me. That's how you were talking to me. So then she goes and tells Tracy, can you tell her I'm not talking to her? I'm like, how old are they? One minute I think they grown, but then the next minute I be like, y'all act like 12 and 13-year-old kids. Moving on. During that commercial break, when Tracy brought that photo of the Braxtons, nobody looked the same. Nobody. Everybody looked like they got work. Everybody. Just saying. Except the daddy. Mama just look like she got a few things done. But everybody look like they had some work done. But acting like they so real. Stop that shit, Jackson 5. I'm just saying. Trina and Gabe, they interviewed some chicks from the bar, for the bar chicks. They didn't find nobody. Them bitches didn't know what they was doing. Gabe just wanted to see them in some outfits. Trina was like, what the fuck? Trina like, you're not a part of this company, but he was there that whole interview process, so stop that shit, Trina. Come on now. Who else was gonna sit there with you? I'm just saying. Anyway, Tamar, them at the dance studio. They go to the dance studio. Her, Trina, homegirl end up coming in super late or whatever. And they kind of rehearsing with the choreographer. I was rubbed the wrong way with Tawanda once again because they rehearsing. Tamar is like, what is going on? She not understanding what's going on through this whole thing. She doing what she got to do. She stopped what she said she had to do. But she feel some kind of way, especially when Tawanda came in there late. Didn't feel apologetic whatsoever. So Tamar felt like she was disrespected. She was like, shit, I have things to do. I dropped things. I'm booked. Don't ever do that again, Tamar. Don't ever use a line from somebody that's very hated. I'm just saying. So she was saying how the book she was. She was like, you know, how many people gonna do it? Then they find out, you know, the other sisters are gonna do it, but they're not there. So Tamar like, what the fuck? She like, we gonna video record it and we gonna send it to them. If that was Tamar, Tawanda would have had a bitch fit. She would have had a bitch fit if that wasn't, if Tamar would have said, can y'all send me the video? She would have had a bitch fit. Then they kind of argue about the dance moves. Before Tamar called out Tawanda, I was looking at the same thing. Like, why Tawanda look like she know these damn moves all of, you know, more than these girls. Look like she had a couple of rehearsals. So then when Tamar called her out, she was like, this is my first one. This is just because I know how to get there and turn and do this. Like, Tamar, you don't know how to do the type of shit. I was like, seriously? Come on now. You are a trained backup dancer. You are moving side to side, front to front. You ain't doing no big choreography to be just acting like you just this amazing dancer. Come on, Tawanda, shut that shit down. So then they still bickering back and forth because Tamar felt like nobody told her the theme. Tawanda was like, I told you. Tamar was like, I haven't talked to you. So she was basically saying how Tawanda brought this up in July. And Tawanda expected her to remember in September. Now, with all the shit that Tamar is going through with her album, I understand her not keeping that shit as priority on her radar. I can understand that. But, and you not talking to her. And then Tamar was like, I didn't even know about the rehearsal until the day before the rehearsal because Trina ended up calling her, not Tawanda. Trina was like, shit. To be honest, I didn't even know if Tamar was going to even be in this because you guys haven't been talking. It's been beef. So, shit, I didn't know. So, because they kept trying to put her up in there. And, so that kind of basically how it goes off because they was arguing about them having been able, they haven't had no communication in like the last couple of months. So I want them to get to the root of why they haven't been talking. I want them to talk and let us know why they haven't been talking instead of all the sisters and making assumptions on why they haven't been talking and what's the beef between them. And I want them to sit down and work this shit out because it's ridiculous. Next week, we gonna see Tawanda tell Trina that she don't want her in bar S all of a sudden. And I'm sitting there like, ain't this a couple of days before this? And Trina already told you she ain't worked on it. It's going to be straight. So apparently she had spent some money to make sure this is doing it. And then you going to a couple of days say, oh, I don't want your services. As a sister, that is really fucked up. And if Trina ain't pulling her weight before then, I can understand. But as a sister, that was really way off for me. But anyway, like I said, she wanted me to start this season, but she's going about it in the wrong damn way. Just saying. So anyway, that was my review for Braxton's Family Value in Season 3, Episode 18. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+. I do everything by The Ghetto View, T-H-A, not T-H-E. Check out my girl Ashley Miller, 1987. She also do Braxton Family Values reviews. And check out my cousin Mike B, 801. He do reviews, not Braxton Family Values, but he do some really pretty good reviews. So check him out. Make sure you tell him that I sent you. Alright, peace.